My name is Olafadike Akeju. As many of you know, I am the team lead at SLEC Africa, and I have the absolute pleasure of serving as your moderator for this September webinar with the team Pop-ups to Sign-ups, the Experiential Marketing Effects. At SLEC, our webinars are designed to provide practical insight, to spark meaningful discussion, and share strategies that can add real value to your businesses and careers in the gaming industry. Now, today's theme is actually an extension of our marketing discussion from last month, and is particularly relevant as we will be unpacking how to transform fleeting customer interactions, one-offs, into lasting engagement that drive growth and loyalty in your business. We have a fantastic expert speaker with us who brings a wealth of experience across marketing, communication, customer engagement, strategy, and branding. And I encourage you to make the most of the opportunity to learn from him today. Before we begin, a few housekeeping rules. Please ensure that you mute and your videos are off if you're moving around so you don't distract other attendees. Feel free to engage in the chat, drop your questions in there, your comments, your observations in the chat, and enjoy the session. We'll try to keep this within an hour. We're running a bit behind, but worst case scenario, we won't take more of your time than necessary. With that, let's dive straight into today's discussion. And it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, Abayomi Ayola, who will be sharing insights on experiential marketing. Thank you, Yomi, for accepting to do this. We're truly grateful. So by way of introduction, Yomi, are you still here? Abayomi?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right.
I am. Thank you for the introduction.
I'm not done. I'm just about to start your introduction,
Okay.
right? So to properly introduce our speaker today, I'm sure you can see his profile. Is his profile up on the screen? Yes, it is. Abayomi is someone who transitioned from a banking career into marketing, communications, leveraging financial and operational expertise to drive brand growth. He is currently the managing director and founder of Expose Marketing Solutions Limited. Expose is a full-service agency that has quickly become a key player in the consumer experience space. He's an award-winning senior marketing communication consultant with over 2 decades of cross-industry experience. His experience cuts across the banking, media and entertainment, hospitality, logistics, and experiential marketing sectors. He's a renowned strategic leader and mentor, driving business growth through innovative brand solutions. Now, he ventured into experiential marketing about 5 years, no, I beg your pardon, in 2012, but he set up Expose about 5 years ago, delivering impactful consumer experience and award-winning campaigns. Notable awards that Abayomi has in terms of recognition. He's a fellow of the National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria. He's a member of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria. So for those of you who have issues and you're looking for who to assist or to support at ARCON, Abayomi is a member of ARCON. He was also recognized as one of the 10 most inspiring Black executives of the year for 2023 by CIO Views. Also recognized outstanding experiential marketing personality of the year 2024 by the Edge Award. In terms of his education, he studied business administration at the Leeds City University of Nigeria, and he holds a certificate in business sustainability management from Cambridge University in the UK. Career achievement, Abayomi has been there, he's done that. In 5 years, he has grown Expose from a solo one-man effort to a 36 plus member creative team serving both local and international brands. Now, let's tell you some of those brands that he has been opportune to work with includes Mattel, Airtel, Huawei, Diego, Reckitt, Unilever, British American Tobacco, and the World Bank. And he's been delivering impactful campaigns for this organization over the year. He's a mentor, like we mentioned previously, and he has led Expose to win Best Agency, Unilever International 2024, and multiple industry awards from creativity and growth. Please join me to welcome, he calls himself Oloye Abayomi Ayola. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm quite overwhelmed by this announcement or the introduction. And I must say, Madam Fadeke, you've done a really great job putting this Slack together. And it goes without saying that I must also appreciate you publicly. In no small measure have you contributed to the development of Expose or the founding of Expose. I am not going to tell the story on this call,
No.
but I'm not going to do that. But and again, I want to appreciate everybody. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for coming to listen to this young Ijesha boy who has become global. And most essentially, I must also say thank you to a friend of mine who was turned brother. It was my colleague in 2013 at the beginning of my stint in experiential marketing. Mr. Chuks Enyi is the founder of Be Free. Is on the call, and I want to say thank you to you, Chuks, for joining. And now, because we do not have so much time, and unfortunately, I'm a great talker. No, not great. Scratch that. I'm a talker, right? And I might just extend beyond, but I'll try to make this as interactive. Maybe not because we cannot ask questions or see each other's faces, but I've got some things that would drive home this conversation. My name is Oloye Abayomi Ayola with the accents on it. Domi, re, do, mi, because of people who might just struggle with pronouncing the name as a proud Yoruba boy. Anyway, so I am fortunate. I say the word fortunate because I'm fortunate to be leading a team of over 40. The introduction says 36, but between then and now, we've grown by a few more people. I'm fortunate to be leading over 40 people, 40 creative minds, or I call it creative personalities. And to drive home, we call ourselves humans of expose. And by extension, about 100 to 200 people, if you had your vendors, your clients, and a few other people to it. Now, championing experiential practices in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kano, in Kaduna, in Port Harcourt, across the world. And our conversation this morning is speaking essentially to um, pop-ups, to sign-ups, and we're saying the experiential effect of or experiential impact of gaming. Now, we all are familiar with the word gaming, all of us, and most especially from, oh no, let's don't do this. Please pardon me, I need to quit WhatsApp. I need to quit distractions this morning. I was not prepared for all of that. Okay, back to it. We are familiar with the words, the buzzwords here, pop-ups, sign-ups, experiential. We'll get to experiential sometimes later. But now pop-ups typically speaks to what you see first. You see gaming, you see BetKing, you see all sorts of betting platforms, you see all sorts of gaming platforms, you see all sorts of lotto companies, and then sign-ups. which is what everybody, the purpose of putting these ads out is to get consumers or bettors or gamers to sign up, which is one leg of the impact they're looking for. But then this conversation is drilling down into the impact of all of these things put together. Now, from the suburbs of Lagos to down in my town of Elisha, to the guys in Milan, to the guys in Tokyo, to everybody from Mimika to Alicia to Muweto to all of our names, Abimbola, Moyi, and the rest of us. One thing that knits us together is gaming. Gaming, either by the games we play, or the games we play to win, or the excitement we look forward to, or the thrill around gaming in itself. It isn't just a vibe, it is the pleasure that continues to recreate a desire from all of us. We all want more. And everywhere, there's something consistently and constantly evolving. And this thing keeps driving us to win. This thing keeps driving us to stay winning, no matter the losses encountered. I remember my experience with Super Lotto, right? When I was head of marketing at Super Lotto, and we had to drive Super Lotto at the time, quite defunct now, unfortunately. But when we were trying to drive the market for Super Lotto, we said it is time to win, which was our payoff line at the time. We're saying we want everybody to win. And how did we drive that? We started by understanding every other person, every other competitor, the strategy of our competitors versus what we wanted to do. And one key driver was instant winning. We wanted you to play, you win, and in few seconds, you're getting your reward. This is, in the words of Chidi, for example, this isn't just what I want to do to pass time. It is what I do to understand how the world could have worked better for me. And next slide. Now, from together, all of us, either we are playing pool or we're playing lotto or we're playing virtual, one thing is certain. Gamers are digging deeper into the realities that enrich their minds, either through code, through betting codes. I know right now everybody has a group that they're on, and I also even understand the commercialization of these platforms. Beyond the main gaming platform, there are even sub platforms that people now sign up to. I remember a friend recently telling me about how before you join any group, you have to pay 1 million to join a betting group where they drop codes day by day, winning codes. And I say, okay, the commercial ecosystem for betting and gaming has transcended beyond what my grandfather used to do. My grandfather started with pool. You know, back in the days, I remember my grandfather would have this little can of gira. For non-Yoruba speakers, gira is tobacco. You know, as he's playing his thing, he's snuffing things in his nostrils, and with his friends, they're enjoying palm wine somewhere, you know. So let's even go drive straight into Nigerian gamification landscape, right? For a bit. We say pre-colonial era, it used to be dance, fights. I mean, if you look at the Roman Empire, the gladiators of our world and the rest of them, there used to be fights. People place bets over fights. Who kills who wins a fight, you know. Rituals, ceremonies, communal gathering, and local sports like wrestling and the rest of them that I've mentioned used to be the, the main hub of gaming. And then moving this into the 1920s, there was an introduction of the European style of gaming. That's where pool and lotto and the rest of them stemmed from. Now, moving into the 1950s, the Nigerian Football Pool Association was established to oversee activities, particularly football pools. So you see that what we experience today had started from way back the years of our grandfathers, grandmothers. Now, moving into the 1960s to 1970s, there was a popularization of the football pools, betting, you know, betting on, especially on the English Premier Leagues. Now, moving slightly into the modern era, the 1990s, the 2000s, into the 2015, you can see the pivotal shift in the rise of online sports gaming or betting or lotto and the rest of lottery and the rest of them. Now, in 2015, what we have now has even gone far way better. Now people are betting on everything. Horse racing, back in the days, we used to, Agasari, Wonjuna, but now money is not, we're not losing money anymore. There's a thrill for especially core bettors. Even when they lose money, they don't see the loss, they see the learning. They start to they start to think through how else can they evolve again. Yes, I've lost money, but okay, that was just a part of it. So the amount of money they lose is not particularly particularly important to them, but for the thrill of betting, for the thrill of gaming. I mean, I would likely use the word gaming essentially so that we're not boxed into either betting, lottery, or virtual gaming generally. It's gaming. I particularly, I love the aspect of, I call it casual gaming, where I say to my team, does anybody remember Expose's North Star? I have $100 bill for everybody. And whoever comes up with a clear statement wins the $100 bill. That is gaming. It is the thrill of, for me, it is not about dishing out money, but for me, it is the understanding of the core values of my company. But there is a reward to it. Boom. Let's go to what the numbers are saying. Globally, according to the cumulative, the gross index, uh, the compound annual growth rate of gaming in the world grew from $310 billion in 2014 to $343.2 billion in 2025. This was according to researchandmarkets.com. This is to tell you the size of the industry we are sitting upon. I may not know individuals on this call, but I believe that leaders in the gaming aspect, MDs, financial experts, people within the gaming ecosystem. So you can see where we are sitting on. We are sitting on gold mine, if you ask me. Now in Africa, the gaming industry is estimated to be around a $2 billion as of this year, according to techloid.com, right? And driving this home in Nigeria, the Nigerian gaming industry is projected to worth approximately 2.5 billion naira in 2025, according to the compound average growth rate, right? Now, that's an 8.6% growth. And then between 2025 and 2029, say arguably 2030, this estimate is tilting at 3.6 billion. So what you see as a core driver is the youth market in Nigeria. Nigeria arguably has the largest population of the young, a large population of young people. And these are people who are essentially gamers, who prioritize gaming. And with the invent of social media and a few other things across, but you could go 2 slides back. Yeah, with the social media, with the influencer marketing element, with a lot of through the line marketing, you see a lot more people are patronizing these, and people are moving away from the religious slash cultural notion that gaming or betting or lottery is for the less civilized or the less responsible. Now, we have worked towards ensuring that gaming is a practice like every other thing people do, like going to clubs, going to pubs, going to recreational centers. It's a way of our lives. It's a way of life. Now, this is not me speaking to religion and culture, but things have gone past what our pastors, imams, and co have said to us. But we have now seen, research has shown that even our religious past leaders are participating in this thing. Why are we participating in this? It's a driver for hope. It's a driver for excitement, entertainment. Now, let's look at what the numbers are for betting in Nigeria and across the world. Globally, it is valued, betting essentially now, not gaming. Remember we said in the last slide that gaming as a whole is sitting at about 360 billion across the world. Now in Nigeria, globally, betting is sitting at 808 billion naira as of last year. And now in Nigeria, betting in itself, or let's even start from Africa, globally in one space, in Africa, betting is estimated to be around 6.1 billion. Now tell me, in Nigeria, a country out of 54 countries is sitting on a 3.6 billion of this number. So Nigeria alone is sitting on about 50 or more percent of the estimate across Africa. What does that tell all of us? It tells us that the industry we're sitting upon is a gold spot. There is an opportunity for all of us across betting companies, a lot gaming companies. There's a lot. How do we now drive this home properly? Everyone is associated with the communication and the idea of gaming. Together, it has become our identity. It has become what empowers or truly empowers us. It is something that gives us joy. It is something that we drive excitement from regardless of the losses. And I'm saying this in the statistics, the summary of the statistics says to me, approximately 3.3 billion active gamers in the world, and out of which there are 60 million Nigerians, old, young, millennial, Gen Z, all of us. 60 million of us are playing bets daily across various platforms. And there are people who are playing across platforms. They have Sporty Bet today, Bet King in 2 hours, Bet Nigeria in 4 minutes, Betway in another. People have calendars for these things. Now, this next slide. The biggest driver, like I've been speaking about betting, but there are more things, there are more channels to betting. There are more channels to the drivers for the industry. That is Lotto, like I said, it used to be pool. I don't know if there is still pool now, but if I go downtown Ekiti State or go on those states, there's still some palm wine tappers playing pool and making some money and making some thrill out of it. Next slide, please. Virtual gaming has become a thing, and it has, from our guys in Lithuania to our guys in Malta, there are new software being sent down to Nigeria that brands are taking and plugging into for virtual gaming. So you can practically game on anything. You can place bets on anything. Is the sun shining today? Yes. Is Jay-Z likely to give birth to another set of twins? Yes, people are placing bets over these things. So beyond these core drivers, there are non-contemporary channels people are placing bets on. Next slide, please. So we've spoken about the big deal, which is the numbers. I am a business owner. I play with numbers a lot. And I want to believe a lot of us on this call play with number. We don't play with emotions, right? And the number has told us that Nigeria or Nigerians have the opportunity to scale even within the ecosystem. Now, let's speak to, despite the staggering numbers of market fluctuation, uh, influx of gaming platforms, influx of, or the challenges generally. The challenges, technology has shown me small shege this morning, and technology is showing, as much as technology is the bright future, technology still has a bit of flogging all of us. I want to believe if this was a physical discussion, we probably would have been able to drill down even more. I would have been able to see the smiles on the faces of people. I would have been able to see the frowns on the faces of people. I would have been able to see people who are less interested in even in our conversation. I'll be able to appeal to all of you. Relax. We're driving somewhere. Why are brands not winning? just a slide back. Why then are brands not winning big, regardless of the size that we have spoken to? Why? What exactly is missing? What are brands not doing, or what are they doing better? So I have a case study that I've got about 2 to 3 case studies I want to share, but let's drill into the main thing. There is this big Apple donut story I'd like for everybody to watch, and afterwards we'll come back. Is it playing?
Can you still see my screen?
A few years ago, one of my daughters turned 16 years old. She wants to go to New York City.
Oh, can you see my screen? I need
Yes,
to.
I can see your screen. I can see your screen, but I
Can
think
you see the video?
it looks paused.
Oh, right, it's paused. All right.
So we're in Times Square, and Times Square is lit up at nighttime like it's the daytime.
That's
super
right,
bright.
yeah.
And right outside of our window is a donut shop called Krispy Kreme.
Indeed.
Right. I take my 2 youngest daughters down, and as we're walking into the door, the line is backed up. It's like a 20-minute wait.
Wow.
At 11 p.m. at night to get donuts.
Wow.
So we're waiting in line,
Can
and inside
everybody
of
see
they're
the
selling
video?
merchandise.
Can you go a slide back
I'm like, who
and come
needs a
back
donut
in?
T-shirt? They might.
It looks frozen.
Is it? Can everybody hear? Can you hear? Should I play it? I paused it, but I can play it. You want me to start?
Just go a slide back and just come back to the
Shirts, they
slide.
buy hats. There's a window that has a conveyor belt. They have a glazed waterfall. Where little Nick, a few years ago, one of my daughters turned 16
Is
years
it better,
old. She went to
Yomi?
New York City. So we're in Times Square, and Times Square is lit up at nighttime like it's the daytime.
That's
super
right,
bright. And right
It's
outside of
frozen
our
from my
window
end,
is a
but I can hear the voice.
Frozen.
Yeah. But can anyone else see the video?
Yes.
Just to
Can
show.
anyone see the video?
It's frozen, but we can hear the video.
Okay, hold on. Let's try that again. Okay. Can you see the video now?
donut shop called Krispy Kreme.
Yes, we
A
can.
few years ago, one of my
It's
daughters
better.
turned 16 years old.
And is
She
it
wants to go to
playing
New York
better
City.
now?
So we're in Times Square.
Yes,
Times
yeah,
Square
it
is
is.
lit up at nighttime like it's the daytime.
That's
super
right,
bright.
yeah.
And right outside of our window is a donut shop called Krispy Kreme.
Indeed.
Right. I take my 2 youngest daughters down, and as we're walking into the door, the line is backed up. It's like a 20-minute wait.
Wow.
At 11 p.m. at night to get donuts.
Wow.
So we're waiting in line, and inside of it, they're selling merchandise. People are buying Krispy Kreme. I'm like, who needs a donut T-shirt? They buy T-shirts, they buy hats. There's a window that has a conveyor belt. They have a glazed waterfall where little naked donuts are just going down the conveyor belt, getting drizzled with the glaze. You're gonna be hungry after this. You're going to eat after this. But the amazing thing is, as we stood in the back of that line, I heard a guy at the counter yell out, "Ladies and gentlemen, we just sold another Big Apple donut." And everybody made some noise. And I'm like, this is interesting. And in about another 5 minutes, we move up a little closer. And he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we just sold another Big Apple donut." Everybody make some noise and people clap. And even though I couldn't even see up to the counter what was going on, there was one thing in my mind. And the one thing in my mind is, what is a Big Apple donut? And how can I get it? Was not about the donut, because I didn't know what the donut tasted like. So I didn't necessarily want the donut. What I wanted intrinsically was that experience.
It's a true story.
So I get all the way up to the counter, and as I get up to the counter, I say, "I want one of those Big Apple donuts." So she got the Big Apple donut for me. You know, I paid everything, and then she just slid across the table. So I slid it back, and I was like, I don't want this, like, because I didn't, she was under the mistake that I wanted the donut. I didn't want the donut. I wanted the experience. Now, I tell a story, you know, different places I speak. The number one question people always have is like, how much did it cost? And what I tell them is that a regular glazed donut at that Krispy Kreme store costs roughly about $2.49.
Right.
The most expensive filled donut, which is called the birthday cake donut, costs $3.89. The Big Apple donut costs $11 for one donut. Now,
Does it come with a mother-in-law? What's the story?
no, it comes with an experience. And that's what people need to realize. If you can take your product or service and wrap it in an experience, there are people that are willing to pay 2, 3, 4 times as much. So good. Not because they want the product, but because they want the experience. So good.
Okay.
Do we still have to continue, or do we still need to continue? We're just starting.
I
With
think we need to
experience,
continue.
with experience, from the video we have just seen, Krispy Kreme had donuts, but then there is this conversation of the red big apple donut. The merchandises, the t-shirt that was shown, that keeps people re-amplifying your conversation when they wear those t-shirts. There are things they see, and the thing with experiential marketing or experience in itself, it's multisensory. You see it, you smell it, you taste it, you touch it, you feel it. So beyond what your brand is saying to everybody on TV, on radio, this is me now. If there are advertisers on this call, sorry, I am a proponent of experiential marketing. So I am only going to speak more for my own industry, even though we are a subset of bigger circle. A brand without an experience is losing so much. You know why? You are just relying on what people hear, what you tell people, but somebody needs to experience it, and you need to amplify that feeling. Experience is how you make me feel, how you have made me, uh, how you make me feel. I think there's no better way to say it than that. A very well thought experience, go back a slide. A very well thought experience places your brand in the most desirable person, or the most desirable, makes it very desirable amongst the crowd. It's like in a room filled with people, there's somebody whose hands is up, just like my hand is up now. What do you get to experience that way? You spotlight me differently from every other person. Regardless of my color, regardless of my age, I have lifted my hands up, and then somebody would say, yes, what do you need? And then this is me saying to you, as a betting brand, as a gaming brand, connect with your consumers and they will wrap themselves around your brand even faster. You're able, the big learnings from this Big Apple story is you're connecting to people faster than you would think. You're wrapping your brands and services around people. People are in search of brands that understand connection, because the job of experience is to connect the soul of your brand to the soul of your consumers. Now, understanding spontaneity, understanding personalized experiences, understanding value, understanding storytelling. You don't take away advertising generally, or marketing is essentially about how well you tell your stories. And wrapping your brand around experiences is how best you tell that story. What you listen to, experiential marketing is quite a broad topic, and most times when I ventured into this industry, I didn't understand what it was. But genuinely, I have experienced it at one time or the other. It's either I'm in the mall, somebody is coming to me, please, do you want to have a sample of these? If you do this, you get this. If you do this, you get that. But I didn't know that's what it was called. Even now, when I'm explaining experiential marketing, I think experiential marketing is also gaining some traction, some momentum. A lot more people are hearing about it, but everybody has felt it. Now, let's flip it back into the gaming and betting brand. Every gamer or bettor craves excitement. We have established that. They crave reward. I spoke about my sojourn in Super Lotto, where we say it is time to win. There is no excitement without the reward. And then trust me, not many people even experience the reward. But that excitement of it, the thrill of it, the identity and the empowerment that comes with it, it's one thing that works for every bettor. The fun is not solely in getting people on the platform. The real juice is the experience that every game enriches or empowers the gamer. The idea of betting is interconnected with the bettors, gamers, socioeconomic, emotional, psychological reality. One, as a bettor, you're thrilled with, oh, what else can this platform give me today? I have a stake of 100 naira. Can this 100 naira at maybe 2.4 get me 2,400 naira? Or can it get me 240,000 naira? Or can it get me 24 million? So there is an excitement, that's the psychological experience of longing for something. Even when you feel sad that your game caught, like a lot of us, a lot of people will say, my game caught. There is still a thrill. There is still an excitement that goes on social media about, oh, Man United made my game caught. Apologies to any Man United fan. Apologies to any of those. But the point I'm making is, oh, I see Man United fans are angry, but sorry. Now, it is still wrapped around the gaming experience. Either we are banting, either we are excited, either we are jubilating, either we are crying, because I know people cry too. It is still the thrill that this game platform gives us. Next slide, please. Now, I think I started to speak about this subtly and was saying, how then does experiential marketing deliver the needed experience for brands? My name is Abayomi Ayola, and I lead a fast-growing experiential marketing or integrated marketing communications company. And what we do is to connect consumers to brands, leveraging exciting platforms, exciting feeling, exciting approaches, exciting. Do you remember? See what I'm using? I'm using the word excitement because that is what brings people together. The pop-up that we're saying, you're leveraging digital ads, there are on-screen ads, there are pop-ups on your website that you click on. A lot of us will reject it. A lot of us will say, some of us will smash our phones down, like, why is this ad constantly in my face? Some of these pop-ups even irritate us. You're wondering, why is this brand in my face? Come on, man. Some of us even report to our legal team to say, please, I don't understand. I'm going to sue this company. Why are they in my face? I don't want it. You can only leverage experiential marketing or clear storytelling to be able to convert an irritant or an irritable consumer to become the same consumer that becomes your ambassador. We have had instances of people say, I hated this product, but when I came across your activation, come on, I was able to take pictures. I was able to share with my friends. We create shareable moments. I say we, because at experiential marketing, we give you that opportunity to not only enjoy the benefit of what the brand has provided, but we're able to give you the opportunity to share with your friends. Pop-ups is now bringing it home to experiential marketing. Either we're popping up at the mall, at the market, at the central point, at an exhibition, at a concert, at any channel that you may deem fit. We want to engage you. So the channel is this. You come to a space, you go to a key Wizkid concert. Apologies, I am a Wizkid fan, and I have no regrets. And I say, I go to a Wizkid concert, and then there is a brand somewhere, maybe a cognac brand or some brand, any brand whatsoever. The first thing you see is, oh, Coca-Cola is here. Okay. But I was at the Coca-Cola event. Let's see what this one says. Isn't that what it said? Let's see what they have for me. And then you go to the Coca-Cola stand. They tell you you need to either scan something or do something or register somewhere so that they can have your data as well. Of course, there is a disclaimer somewhere saying by coming close to this booth, we would use your picture, we will do whatever it is so that some of us don't sue, some of you don't sue us and sue our daily living out of us. We put that disclaimer there. But the point of it is the engage. You are engaging with the brand by first, either you are registering, two, either you are engaging or you are interacting with some props, some elements. And essentially, sign-ups. You consume the brand or you sample the product, and then you're able to give your real-time experience or feedback to the brand right there because there is a representative of the brand there. You may not be able to do this by TV. You may not be able to do this by a blog. Of course, your comments will be there, but not everybody sees these comments. But right there, there is a feedback point, and there is a lady or a guy beautifully dressed, well adorned with knowledge of the product that speaks as though the CEO of Coca-Cola is right there at an activation in Ibadan. This person speaks to you, and you're able to listen to them. What are you listening to? You're listening to the education the brand is willing to offer you. I say to people, next slide, please. I know we don't have so much time, so I'm likely to end up speeding it up quickly. A typical challenge with betting brand is overthinking that being known is equal to being experienced. You know the viral moments everybody talks about. Oh, I'm in the news, either for the good reasons or the poor reasons or the bad reasons. They say publicity is publicity. No, people will know of you, or do they genuinely know you? Knowing you is experiencing the feeling your brand is communicating to them. And how do you understand that feeling? It is in our core backend strategy, we understand the consumers, we understand what the brand stands for. There is a personality behind your brand. That personality is what you take across everybody. It's like, hi, Abayomi Ayola, meeting Madam Fadeke. That's one. And I go again to Michelle, I go again to Moyi, I go again to Jolade, I go again to, it is the same personality that I'm making all of you experience on the call. That is what a brand like Coca-Cola, that is what the brand like Krispy Kreme has done. And there are ways we also leverage it. Now, speaking about the one viral moment, the first thing brands will tell me is, oh, I want to trend on Twitter. Okay, why do you want to trend on Twitter? Oh, I just want to create awareness. When you say you want to create awareness, okay, is that why you want to trend? Okay, trend it is, that's fine. Pay this money, I will trend. And all we take is we pack a few influencers into a room or micro influencers into a room. They start talking about your brand. That's all there is. But when you take that same brand and you move it to a physical space, you walk around all your digital spectrum. So your micro influencers, they come to that experience beyond the literature that you have sent to your influencers to create viral moments about. They're able to understand even more. We've had experiences where people, even influencers, come to our stand and they say, your literature didn't even say this part to me. I'm seeing it differently. We are communicating it from our branding, bespoke branding, or the quality of our facades or the props that we bring to bear, and some things that you're able to take away. We want you to connect with the brand so that the brand can connect back to you. It's a two-way street for us in experiential marketing. Now, next slide. Now, beyond these typical things, I want to speak to you quickly about the brand that has personally, a brand I love so much. I hope my clients are listening. I hope my clients are watching and they know how much I'm amplifying the conversation of audacity. A brand woke up. I started working on Mattel since 2014, 15, across different channels. First, I was an account executive working on it as a young guy. And then I'd say I grew with the brand Mattel. Now, let's not go over the very influential character and some of the things we've done, the Be Curious campaigns. Let's speak about audacity. A brand woke up one day and says, I want to be audacious. And besides, the Mattel story is a story of audacity. An American, John Mattel, going all the way to cognac and discovering the opportunity that French people couldn't. Isn't that audacious, in my opinion? You've gone from a community that you're alien to a community that you're known at, and to a community that you're alien to, and then you just started to make a mark. Now, what we started to do again was, let us do things that nobody has ever done before. There's been other cognac brands in Nigeria, but none is as audacious. For a Nigerian community that is super audacious, an average Nigerian is audacious, we're bold. And then we're saying, let's step away from conventions. Let's step away from things. In 2022, I don't know if anybody has saw this, but we'll play the video. Please, could you play the Mattel box video?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but let's do the Mattel box first. Then we'll play this afterwards.
This one?
No, not this one. This is the Mattel tower. The Mattel box is the first one.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Just a minute. Let's share.
Okay, if it's not playing, we can just play this one. I think the Mattel box was just a small, very small box in the middle of the road in Lekki, across the Lekki-Ikoyi Bridge, right? And the box was erected. The box took about 30 days to install, only for 3 days campaign or less than a week campaign. What we did then, or what the brand did at the time, was testament to the audacity. How do you build a box for people to come and experience your brand in the middle of the road? What did we do? We had influencers, we had media personalities, government functionaries, top tier people come, attend, experience the brand. And in addition to that, I wish the video played differently. You'd see the combination of various channels of marketing. There was the out of home, that was the influencer part of things, that was the viral element, which was the use of bloggers, social media, right? Social media typically is a tool for PR, right? We combine these in something we call through the line marketing. So both your physical, out of home, digital, PR, experiential, all of this combined in one box to make it very memorable. Can everybody still hear me though? Thank you. I can't see Madam Fadeke any longer. I think she must have popped out. I see a hand up by Zainab Adekomi. Okay, quite a number of hands. Amodola. Miss Moyin, how do you deal with that? I want to
Okay,
believe
sir.
that.
While we're waiting for Madam Fadeke to be back, Are you open to taking questions? We can unmute them and then you take their questions.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure. We can use. Oh, I think she's back now.
She's back. She's back.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Technology is really showing up today.
No, it's an experience. It's helping us drive it home.
Right? Right. This is the one you want me to play?
Yes, please. So let's just go into the second one as well.
Can you see that?
Yes, we
Has
saw
it come
that.
up? Can you see the second one? Is that what's on the screen?
Yes, that it is. It is. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's go back to the slides. Before you joined, a couple of people put up their hands to ask questions. Yes.
Okay,
Do
do
we
you
want
want
to
to
take?
take it or do you want to go back
Yeah.
to the slides?
I'm almost done. Perhaps I could just wrap it up and then go
Okay.
into the questions.
All right, makes sense then. We're back.
Okay. So I was talking about, just go back a slide. I was talking about the experiences of the Mattel case study. So what Mattel did was to stand out differently. So standing out beyond them saying or putting up communication around be audacious. So do these audacious. And it will sound repetitive if a brand were to do that. And how did they do it differently? They showed it. And this is what we do at Expose. What we do is to show people the how of your what. Now, you own the what, you're the brand owner, you're the one who understands the values of your brand. And I will come to you with my very brilliant humans and would say, we will show you how. We will show your consumers how they can relate or connect with your values. What Mattel did is iconic, in my opinion, not because they pay the bills or not because they are my clients, but I'm stepping away from being their agency now. I'm speaking from a consumer point of view. I have experienced Mattel and I'm able to experience a Davido who is an embodiment of ambition, who is an embodiment of audacity. So you can see how brands think. Davido didn't just wake up one day and became the ambassador for Mattel. It stemmed largely from his personality as an audacious fellow, a rich young boy who says, regardless of my father's wealth or my family wealth, I'm going to make a mark for myself. I'm going to go into the wild and I will be successful in the wild. And then we're not looking at Mattel who says, I am not going to be ringing it in people's ear, be audacious. I'm going to show them that I am audacious. And what did they do? They built a box in the middle of the road for you to come and experience them. When they did this 2 years ago, I mean in 2022, 2025 now, 3 years ago, last year, they said, we've done a box. Now let's build a tower. In the middle of nowhere, the Mattel Tower sprung up, a four-story building with a rooftop bar in the middle of the road still. And we say, brands, come and enjoy it. Come and experience us. Come and visit the museum come and understand the story of Mattel. Come and understand how we were able to combine grapes and a couple other botanicals into your favorite cognac brand. With curated experiences, Mattel moved from just being a brand everybody knew to a brand everybody wanted to experience. I am happy to say to you that this brand is one of the leading in consumption today. Next slide, please. Because I'm trying to speed it up. you know.
And you see it.
Oh, there is a slide before. Yeah. No, a slide, the betting. No, there's a slide.
That's the
Yes,
one
this
after.
one. Yes. I've introduced you to what Mattel has done as a leading audacious brand that has converted onlookers to brand champions today. Now, we're looking again on the screen to other brands and seeing what they are doing. Just recently, BetKing attempted the Guinness World Record with JJ Okocha and 2,000 other people to a juggling experience at the Tafawa Balewa Square. Juggling experience. Juggling as an activity, you will say, how does that connect to betting? But it's a subsect of betting because of the large population of football lovers. And we're saying, how can we as a brand connect with our favorite consumers or bettors? And they said, come, either you come to watch live or you come to participate. One way or the other, you're going home with understanding that BetKing did something. And you're able to also go home to tell your wives, your children, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, everybody around you about the experience that you have felt. And invariably, by talking to these people, they also become sub-champions. Oh, Madam Fadika went to an event yesterday. BetKing did something. She told the story to Abayomi or showed Abayomi a picture of it. And Abayomi says, I wish you invited me. What has that done? FOMO. Fear of missing out. Invariably, Abayomi then goes on BetKing's platform to say, oh, guys, you did not even invite me. I don't understand. What is it that I have done to you? Betway the same, and a lot more other brands doing the same thing. I want all of us to adopt the sweet spot today. Now, let's break it down. The benefit of experiential marketing in just a few lines. It drives brand emotive connections and trust building. You're able to build trust because you're able to give feedback and you're able to hear the feedback as a brand, and the consumers are able to tell you what exactly, and then you're able to attend to these things. They're able to connect their emotions, their feelings to your brand. Coca-Cola sits in this space strongly. When you want to think of a brand that tells you how to share, that's Coca-Cola. They built the personality out of sharing. Recently, I was seeing, I saw online in a country, I think India or either some Asian country, before you can unlock your crank cork, you need a friend to connect your own bottle to theirs, to connect it. So what they're saying is, you cannot live in silos. You cannot be a loner. You need friendship. And from that friendship, you're able to build further community. That's what brands that explore experiential marketing do. Consumer engagement and being brand-centric activation. Beyond your TV, your radio, and all of that, there is an activation spot that is giving consumers, regardless of their numbers, an access to feel the brand. Product trail based on evangelism. My job is to be the preacher, the guy who rings the bell. Good morning, drink Mattel. Good morning, drink Mattel. Good morning, drink Mattel. I'm doing it in Port Harcourt. I'm doing it in Enugu. I'm doing it in Lagos. I'm doing the same thing across Nigeria and across the world. And after it, I pack my video. I tell the story in a way that those who were not even there could feel that they were there. And that's also an offshoot of what experiential marketing does. Storytelling. Adaptive and immersive technology usage. Recently, we had an event for Shivas, and we're saying we curated a platform with a large QR code, and we said, for everybody at this event, please, all the pictures that you have taken, please upload them to this central portal. The person that takes the most pictures wins something. I think there is some back noise from somewhere. Anyway, immersive technology usage. Now we've moved from just static images, videos, to VR, virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence. There are solutions we are beginning to adopt. Recently, we had an event for a youth event at the National Youth Day, International Youth Day, August 9, for one of our clients. And that's also a way that we as the Expose, we give back to our society. We support the youth, and we did the event for free. And year on year, it's about the third year that we're executing for them. What we did was we brought an AI photo booth to this event. We're telling people that you can be whatever you want to be, because the large population of attendees at this event were youth corps, students from across Nigeria. It's a packed event, about 1,600 in attendance in Lagos. So what we did was to bring a photo booth, an AI photo booth. So you take a static picture and you see a catalog of career path. You want to be a pilot, it transforms your picture to become a pilot. You want to be a doctor, it shows you what you can be. How do you wear your is it apron now or scrub? It transforms you. You want to be a military man, it shows you what you can become. So you can imagine yourself in that career even before you get there. So adaptive and immersive technology usage, social, cultural, and community positioning. I've spoken to this earlier. Experiential marketing, now there is a growing community of female bettors in Nigeria. Once upon a time, it used to be a masculine thing. It will amaze you the number of women that are playing bets now. As a matter of fact, they are overtaking the men. It looks like women are overtaking the men across industry, across channel. I love it for them. I'm a pro-woman. So whatever it is that we can support you with, we will do it. Community positioning. I spoke to, at some point, different people are getting introduced to different things, different aspect of how they can experience betting or gaming better. Personalization and instant feedbacking. I spoke to this again earlier. Cross-channel integration. Experiential marketing sits in the middle. You have digital feeding off it so that people can, those who are not there could see it. Digital feeding off experiential, out of home feeding off experiential, different channels. And ladies and gentlemen, sustainable ROI. There is a manifesto we have at Expose, and we say why you should come to us, because we think, we create, and we guarantee results. And we're saying to you today that from pop-up to sign up, experiential marketing, leveraging those left and right, is going to help you drive sustainable ROI. Why? More people will play, more people will bet, more people will associate with your platform, and that way you're able to speak to more people. Now, I have spoken to you today about betting. I'm sure somebody somewhere is saying, I don't even know what this betting is, but because this guy has spoken to it, I'm going to try it. Now, next slide. My final word is to say experiential marketing isn't just about creating noise. It is not about the ladies dancing on the street are telling you to eat Indomie. It is not always about the people dancing across channels, mall, everywhere. It is about creating that moment that move people. You may think the ladies dancing in the mall asking you to have a bite of noodles are just dancing. No, they're speaking to somebody, and it will amaze you how many people are being converted because of it. Just because you walked into an atrium and you see, oh, today, ladies and gentlemen, my team are at Ikeja City Mall activating for Vivamatic. And shout out to Vivamatics. Viva today launched a new washing machine detergent, and we are there. As you go through our experience, you're going into the mall to pick no other brand but Viva. It is a psychological effect because even though you may not have associated with the booth, it registers in your mind, and the first thing that crosses your mind is to pick up a bag of Viva. For gaming brands, every pop-up can be a doorway to loyal players. But when excitement meets seamless conversion, you don't just get signups, you build a community. You build an association, a loyal Wizkid FC fan base for your brand. Now, the last slide speaks to how much I am grateful for everybody listening to me, and I'm grateful to Madam Fadike for bringing me here and letting me speak to about 47 people. And like the name of the business is said, expose, I believe I've been able to expose you to the impact of experiential marketing that moves the needle from pop-up to sign up. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great day. I'm able to listen to your questions now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh God, what did I do? Thank you. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Thank
I can
you,
hear
thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you so much for that. I am sure every one of us has enjoyed listening to you. For those who are here, please just you can express your appreciation in the chat box by using the reaction button. I can see people reacting already. I see hands up, so we're just going to go to the questions. For those who have questions, you can either drop them in the chat, we'll come to them and take them, or we would unmute, we would allow you to unmute you so that you can ask your question. Omolola, you are up. If you unmute yourself, if you could unmute yourself and then ask your question. Omolola, are you still there? Please unmute. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, I'll go to Adiola Additional. Can you unmute yourself? Oh, you cannot? Okay, try now. You should be able to. You've been granted access. Adiola Additional. No? What's going on?
Although I can unmute myself.
Yes, okay, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Admin, it seems like you're disabling and enabling the mic. So let's just have someone do that, Go ahead, Omolola.
Fit not Omalola, this is Michael Oyewuse.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oloya Bayomi. And although let me say I'm not unfortunate. Let me just say I find myself in non-gaming environment now. I was sent these links in order to at least gain one or two experience on how I can use experiential marketing in my own field. Yes, I find myself in pharmaceutical field. From Biomedical Limited here in Ilorin. So I am still trying. Let me see. I'm finding a way to link all what you have been saying on how I can use this in my day-to-day marketing activities, like the pop-up to sign up in from pharmaceutical perspective, pharmaceutical market perspective now. Can you at least just probably in 2 or 3 lines, can you shed light to that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For pharmaceutical, you may, based on regulations, because a couple of industries, various industry have peculiar regulation. So I
Exactly.
probably don't have these details because again, when brands come to us, we also want to understand what's behind the brand, what's the regulation speaking. But I think yours will be largely a B2B. Now, a B2B from a point of business to business, who are you talking to? From a pharmaceutical perspective, you're speaking to doctors, and you have fora or association that speaks to um, doctors, excite doctors, because these are the people who actually write these drugs or prescribe these drugs to patients. So why should I take brand A over brand B of a Panadol, Panadol of paracetamol tablet, for example? So you will not be speaking to consumers because if you're speaking to consumers, you are going to be championing self medication,
Medication.
but you're
Exactly.
going to be speaking to the people who are authorized to prescribe drugs. And then how do you do this? Support exhibitions, medical association fora, or some events they do, then make presentations around your product and to tell the features. I mean, you may not want to sample sample paracetamol to people anyway because of the peculiarity of the drug, but you can speak to different things. Are you asking people to pick up this product in bulk and they get certain discounts off you? You're talking to people. You're speaking about the features. You're speaking about the potential side effects of the
Yeah.
tablet. And I think I can go on and on, but I think I guess that's one of many that can be done within that your ecosystem.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. I really appreciate it. Thank
Yeah. Any other question? Adiola Additional, you can go ahead. Omolola, you can go ahead as well. And I think I see one more hand. Um, Adetong, you can go ahead. Can you unmute yourself, please? You have to unmute yourself.
How do you others the trains? Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes, Kingsley,
Kingsley.
go ahead.
Yeah, Kingsley. Yeah. Hi, Aboyomi. Good to hear from you again. Thanks for the presentation. So I listened through the presentation. I see where we're trying to tie in pop-ups, getting them to sign up. So my question is, how am I ensuring that in a very cluttered space like this, where people already have brands that they are tied to, people already are very much as you're not so loyal, there's so much invested in, say, the Bet Ninja player, the guy playing with Sporty, the guy playing with one brand or the other. How do I then ensure that my pop-ups, my experiential events, I'm able to get these guys to um, move ship? For instance, how am I so sure that I'm spending so much money doing a watch party? I'm spending so much money showing up on Third Milan Bridge, and I can say, oh, from all of this, I am bringing these guys to actually come play on my platform.
Kingsley, ladies and gentlemen,
Sounds like consultation.
Kingsley was my client, and I believe he's still my client. So Kingsley is a familiar name, is a familiar friend. Thank you for asking the question. So, what does your brand stand for? Every brand stands for something. I've spoken about Mattel. I've spoken about Crispy Cream. I've spoken about Bet King, Betway, and the rest of them. They stand for something. There's a unique selling proposition that you want your consumers to associate with. Now, back to your main question of how do I ensure all of these resources that I'm putting out, I get some more money in return. It is about understanding the sweet spot of one, who is my audience? What do they do? What do they like? What do they associate with? And then finding that emotional connection that appeal to these people and leverage on it. That is your typical A testing, B testing in research for those who may love research. So if you try one, it works. You try B, it works. and you look at, okay, if I try A and B, both of them worked, but which one worked better? It's in the testing. I may not be able to tell you today that if you put your billboard X number of people, the research, the out of home guys will tell you billboards will reveal or create awareness for your brand. And what are you looking at? You're looking at vantage spots. You're looking at places where you can reach more people. Now, from experiential marketing, you're looking at what exactly do you want to do? Are you looking for conversion? Are you looking for an awareness? Now, there are brands that sit or wait it out through the year to just be on Big Brother throughout the year. All they want to do, they from January, as Big Brother is on now, please, I hope it is still on. I don't know. But if Big Brother is on, the moment the Big Brother for 2025 is done, a brand is already pitching to multi-choice to say, I want to be on this platform. Please, if this brand says they're not doing, I'm ready to be on it because of the desired value, and which is what I call personalized experience. Let me give you an unrelated story. Guinness today is a brand of beer, right? Now, to non-drinkers or to drinkers or consumers, there is still a Guinness Book of World Records that all of us are waiting for Hilda Bassi or another lady to accomplish. How did this happen? They saw that beyond consuming the beer at the pubs, nobody talks about them afterwards. And the brand said, no, I want people to talk to me about something. After it, then the genius psychological recommendation that came was, let us have a book that records iconic word moments that are relatable to mankind. And then they started to document these journals year on year, year on year. And ladies and gentlemen, beyond the Guinness that you drink, there is a Guinness Book of World Record that puts Guinness in your mind, in your soul, beyond the consumer, beyond the product. So I said this to say, beyond what you're looking to achieve, it is about also identifying other areas that can psychologically bring your consumers back to you. I don't know if I've been able to answer that in a short time.
I think you have. Thank you very much. So we have a question here. I really appreciate marketing strategy when pushing brands to the market or for repositioning. However, Mattel and a lot of known brands use known faces like Davido, JJ Okocha as brand ambassadors. This gave the brand credibility, cultural resonance, and reach. So my question is, would Mattel have reached this level if Davido was not involved? Does this mean that even if your brand is good, you need known influencers to push them to the market? What if the brand has some limitations? Will the use of these influencers still give them leverage? That's a three-in-one question. Must they use influencers to push the brand? If the brand itself has limitation, does the use of influencer still give them, does it make a difference? Is there a leverage that he offers? So those are the questions.
Okay. I'll put it together this way. Your brand, like I said to Mr. Kingsley earlier, what does your brand want to achieve? Is your first question. Then, once you identify what you want to achieve, are you looking to achieve credibility? Are you looking to achieve awareness? Are you looking to achieve conversion? Are you looking? There are a lot of brands today that are culturally relevant to us, but they don't have influencers. I know the band started Coco Gary at some point. It made Gary a bit funkified. Forget that Gary is now a prestige. I think Gary is no longer a staple product. It's now a prestige brand because of the price of it. But joke aside, what limitations do you have? Money, concept, strategy? We need to be able to identify and drill down what the limitation is. If the limitation is money, then how much do you have? Then I will call up strategies that are bespoke to your want. Like I said, Mattel used Davido because Davido is big, but Mattel didn't start by using Davido. Don't forget. Mattel has been in the industry, in the cognac subsector for, in Nigeria through since 2010, thereabout. Parallel imports, and one day they said, no, there's a market in Nigeria, let us see it. And then they gradually started. Mattel didn't start with Mattel Blue Swift today. They started with Mattel Character. I don't know if anybody remembers Mattel Character. From Mattel Character, they evolved. So your brand must evolve as well. Now, to look at the critical question of money, we constantly look at money as a major tool. Yes, money is your tool. Without money, you may not be able to do some of these things. But do you have strategy? If you do not have money, you are building credibility, because I believe Mattel chose the premium part. We want to sit with the creme de la creme. We want to be associated with anything but anything else, but we want to be associated with premiumness. We want to be associated with the king and queens in Nigeria and the world. And because we are an aspirational community, even the man in Yanopaja will say, one day, I want to be like the man that sleeps and wakes up in Banana Island. And he says, I will begin to dress like a man, and a lumelu. I would like to even walk. In the course of our research and the things we do, we know the things that people in your Okokomaiko do. There is a community in some of these suburbs that still feel as though this, my cluster, is my own VIP area. Now, to go back to your question, credibility, because you want to drive credibility, you associate with credible people. So that's where the influencer marketing things work. And because the Nigerians are psychologically driven, you want the fear of missing out, because Miss Fadeke is drinking beer today. And because I have so much trust and love and excitement reference for Miss Fadeke, I'd say she drank beer yesterday, even though I don't want to drink. Because I want to mirror my mentor, I will drink. That's the concept of influencer marketing. So across different spectrum, you now need to look at which influencer. If you cannot afford Davido, go for somebody far beneath Davido and grow with them like that, right? What's the third question if I missed it? Because I think I answered all together in a way.
Answered the questions that he asked. I believe so. I don't see, let me see. I don't see any more questions. I see hands up. Omolola, I don't know if you're there, if you can unmute yourself or not. I don't know what the challenge is. Can you unmute? Adedotun, did we answer your question? Adedotun, can you unmute yourself? Okay, the hand is down. Anyway, I think on that note, Abayomi, I would like to thank you so very much. It has been indeed an enlightening session, an educative session. Thank you for, the insight, very valuable insights that you have shared. And to everyone who has participated, stayed. We've been here an hour and 30 minutes. Apologies for the technical itches here and there. We hope that you still found the session impactful. A few key takeaways from today. In fact, there's so many nuggets all over the place. But I think one thing that we should have at the back of our mind is the importance of meaningful engagement, how experiential marketing can help, And then think beyond viral moments and prioritize connection to your customers. We hope you leave this session with practical ideas to apply to your businesses, to your careers in your organization. Again, just to remind you, our mission at SLEC is to offer a platform that connects, educates, and empowers professionals across the gaming industry. We encourage you to stay connected with us and look out for upcoming webinars and events where we'll continue these important conversations, continue to bring personalities, experts in their field to engage with you from time to time. I have been told, I'm being prompted that there's a question, but we really have to go. We don't like to exceed an hour on these things. How do you use experiential marketing for market retention? Okay, I think you mentioned Abayomi has touched on that, but Abayomi, do you want to say a few words?
So it's basically, I think we've spoken about it.
Mm-hmm.
People feel feel connected to your brand. They
Exactly.
communicate what ills they have about the brand, and you're able to address these concerns. Experiential
Yeah.
marketing helps you build return. It's experiential marketing is one of the greatest advantage of experiential marketing is retention, because you're able to remarket to other people. I am able to feel because I feel connected. The key words are your feeling, your connection, and then the feedback system that experiential marketing is able to provide you. So it helps you come back, even though you don't like the brand. You come to the booth or you see their brand, you still feel very as excited watching it. I say, even though I don't like this brand, the couple, as an experiential marketer myself, there are a couple of brands I may never use, but I appreciate them. But the reason why I will never use them is because I'm loyal to one that my soul is intrinsically connected to. So that way, it's a fight for attention. Everybody's fighting for attention. But if I feel connected to one brand, and also to answer to Mr. Oko's call again, if I feel connected, you now need to look at what else can we do. It drives strategy. It drives you to be hungry for more. And this is why my recommendation is send me a brief. Let me help you distill your brand. And once I'm able to do that, we will come and sit down over a bottle of beer and express ourselves to the value we have both co-created. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I trust Abayomi to always put his business out there. But seriously, for those who want to connect with him, please feel free to reach out to him on LinkedIn. His name is as it is, Abayomi Ayola. You can connect with him. We also have his details for those who want. Please just leave a message, or Abayomi, you can drop your details, how they can reach you in the chat box so that people can reach out to you. But I think LinkedIn, just tell him from Slack Africa attended your webinar, and or on Instagram, yes. And yeah, he will be there to, you can book a session with him. On behalf of all of us at Slack Africa, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. And we hope that today we have left you better than we met you. We look forward to seeing you again at our next session, maybe next month, maybe some other time. But you can reach out to us. You know how to reach out to myself and Michelle or Moi, members of the team. You can reach out to them at any time. Thank you. God
My
bless.
clients are here.
Have
My
an amazing.
clients
Oh
are
yes,
here.
and to all your
My
Miss
clients are
clients
here. Jolade,
that
I see
joined our
you.
session today. Yes, we see you. We see you as well. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting, his brand, his business, attending today. Thank you all so very much. I wish you all a fantastic day and a happy weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Take care, guys, and bye-bye. Yeah.